Hello everybody, welcome to Creative Chess channel, and today we are going to speak about Zugzwang. Zugzwang in Endgame. So let's have a look at our first study, and I want to explain you what Zugzwang is. Zugzwang it's the situation on board when, for example, it's white or black moves to win and all their moves are bad. So let's have a look at this position, and I'll show you the example of this. It's white to move. White is winning here, guys. So I advise you to stop the video, first try to find the solution yourself, and I'll tell you the answer in a second. Let's just first have a look at some moves, like for example, let us say king goes to g7. It's a bad move because here already you see the pin, nasty pin. Of course, this move is not good. The same goes with, for example, if you want to activate your queen and go this way. Anyway, so black goes bishop to e5, and they want already to checkmate the white king. So if you make check, no problem. So we'll just go this way, and again we're having this threat, and it's bad for white. So what to do in this case? So now white want to get the position, this position, let us say. But now it's white turn to move, but they want to have the same position, but with the black to move. So why do they want this position? We'll find it out a little bit later. That's why white makes such a seemingly crazy move, king to h6. But the idea is, first of all, if black doesn't do anything like this move, so we'll just try to run away and play with the queen. Very good position. So that's why white has to play with bishop to e5. We are taking the queen. Again, this checkmate is threatening. It seems that white is losing, but no, we play this move now. King to g7. Okay, what to play for black? They have to take. And of course, we take with the... And this is a position of Zugzwang, guys. What does it mean? So black in this position would be glad if it was white to move, and then in this case, for example, white would play like this, they would play like that, and white will not have any good moves except of giving some pawns, and this pawns might just go, our passed pawn can go here. But it's black to move, and all their moves are bad. So first of all, if we have a look at the pawn moves, they just give nothing, we take everything. And all rook moves are also bad because white king will just capture the rook. And if black king goes away, we'll just take this rook. So that's why that's Zugzwang, but black has to do something. They're trying to go to their pawn endgame and trying to survive here. But of course, it's not possible. Let's imagine they go this way, but then this move, we are taking the pawn, and if black attacks our pawn, so we just make this move. Again, black is in Zugzwang. Again, they don't have any good moves. They have to protect the pawn, but they can't. They need to go away and take the pawn. So that's why if we return to this position, white is making this triangular. So they go first here and give the move to the white. And after this, we have Zugzwang position winning for white. So next study, guys. Next study, let's have a look. Here it's white to move and win. Again, guys, don't forget about Zugzwang. You may try to find the solution yourself. White to move and win. So now the solution. So first let's have a look at bad moves. What if white decides just to exchange the rooks and play with a pawn up? Yes, it's double pawn, but why not? Why not to try? So in this case, it's a draw because of the opposition. Here you see black plays, of course, c4, and after king goes to e3, you see opposition and a draw. So white doesn't have any squares to penetrate, drawish position. Then, if not exchanging the rooks, let's try c4 move, but it's not also very nice because after king goes to e3, we are taking the rook. You see, black rook is threatening. Just check and take the pawn. That's why this move, king to f4, should be played. But now black goes to h5. They don't allow white king to penetrate into their camp and to capture their pawn, and they're just waiting. If the king goes here, we will return to e5, no problem. So the only white's idea is trying to get rid of that annoying rook. Why not immediately right now? Because we'll just check and take the pawn. That's why they want to play it um, a little bit later. Because now if we play like this, we'll go like that. So, okay, black is still waiting. But the problem is that when the rook goes here, it gives away to the king. That's why king approaches the pawn. And after such moves, you see after king goes to d3, the pawn is under attack and there is nobody to protect it. That's a draw. So black just takes the pawn and position is drawish. Of course, Nakamura would argue with me, but guys, it's theoretical draw. So, and then if all these moves just lead to a draw, so we have watched these moves, what other moves have white got? Actually, white have to play here rook to d1, and actually that's Zugzwang for black now. Why is that? So what to play? If, for example, go here, of course, it's immediately bad because we'll just make check and capture everything. Okay, that's bad move. So as you see, king doesn't have any other moves except king to e3. That's why let's leave it alone. So no good moves for the king. If to play c4, now white can go to this endgame because we have this side opposition. King goes to g5. And let's play some more moves. And you see white is easily winning here, no problems. So that's why after rook to d1, c4 is also bad because we'll just go here, exchange the rooks and side opposition. Then okay, it's good only to play with the rook. So the rook has to play somewhere there. Of course not here, because again the same story will capture the rook. But we'll have to play rook to e6 to be able on this move to play that move. Here for white it's good to play c4. In a second you will see why, because after king to f4 there is no move king to d5. Actually black is losing. And it's very important that here we have this wonderful pawn, extra tempo, and play c3, and the king goes. Yeah, but you see white has this opposition and they capture the pawn and win the game. So if we return to initial position, here the answer is rook to d1, a position for black. All black moves here are bad, all the moves are losing. So that's why the answer is rook to d1. But in the history of chess, there were a lot of games where opponents didn't notice Zugzwang like in this position. So the game itself was played in 1968 between world champion Petrosyan and his opponent was Schmidt. Schmidt was playing black, Petrosian was playing white, and black has winning position. Actually, first his move was super cool. Yeah, it was black to move, and they played. Yeah, so I don't know why it's white to move. Here, okay. Yeah, let's return. So here black played b5 move. Actually, this move is a very good move. It's impossible to take because we would take the knight here. And Petrosian just decided to wait. Black took the pawn. It's a good move. White took. And here Petrosian offered a draw to his opponent, and his opponent agreed. But the problem here is that black was easily winning because of Zugzwang. So guys, the question to you, what should have black played in this position to go on and win world champion? Yeah, of course, Schmidt should have played a6 move. It's a very calm, quiet move, but it's winning here because now white are in Zugzwang. Why? Let's have a look. They have three pieces which can move. Okay, let's have a look at all of them. First, the king, for example. King can't go anywhere because if it goes, we'll just capture the knight. So it can't move. If we play with the pawn b5, of course we'll take. Again, the same story. So knight is unprotected. So that's why the only move for white is to play with the knight. But in this case, we can just capture the knight and win the game. So why? Because this pawn is hanging. We have passed pawn, and it's quite easily winning situation. We may just return later and capture the pawn, and it was easily won by black. But I think Schmidt didn't notice this good move, this a6 move, guys, and he agreed to a draw. So that's also sometimes happens, quite funny. Funny draws because sometimes people can't find Zugzwang moves. Okay guys, I hope you like my video. Please subscribe to my YouTube chess channel. See you in my next videos and bye bye.